everyone, this is Trisha and welcome to my channel. So today I decided that I wanted to redo the inside of my faux fireplace. This is what I'm calling my faux place. I used some Dollar Tree adhesive tiles to redo the inside. It was super easy. And then I added an extra little bonus thing that I put together right here that I placed right inside. I'm going to show you how easy everything was. So let's get to crafting. Okay, so here I have the faux fireplace, and I want to change the decor there on this, this insert. I have that since Christmas, and I'm not gonna lie, I've just been really lazy to remove it. First of all, when I was removing all my Christmas decor, I completely forgot about that and didn't notice it till a few days after when I had already put everything away. And then I just got really lazy, but I also really like it. I think it's really pretty. So I've left it there because I didn't have anything to replace it. And I thought, well, you know what? This is a chance to go ahead and do so. So I'm going to be doing my beach inspired decor also in there. So I've gotten a few items, but I want to change the background. See back there? It is a dust catch-all. constantly having to clean out stuff, but I haven't cleaned it out in, I don't know, maybe a month now, but I want to replace that. That is like a textured spray paint that I used on the inside. You can't really tell here, but it catches. You have the little, kind of a little web dust there in that little corner there. And there's no telling what's down here at the bottom where, we can't see. But let me show you what I want to put in the back there. All right, so I found these at the Dollar Tree. These are self-adhesive wall tiles. And this one's got like a stone look to it. I think that's pretty cool. I bought about 15 packs because I didn't know how many I would need. So I just kind of guesstimated maybe 12, but I bought 15 just in case. Maybe I don't even need 12, who knows? But this is what I want to stick back there. Let me remove it out of the package so we can look at it a little bit better. Okay, so this is what it looks like, outside of the packaging. I think it looks pretty cool, you guys. And what I like about it is that it is textured. So there is, not textured, but there's, I forgot what the word is. It does have like a dimensional, it comes up here and then it goes down, between the little pebbles or rocks, whatever you want to call this. I like the color. This isn't necessarily, this is, beach, but I do like the color of it. And I think it'll go really well inside the insert of the faux fireplace there. So let's just take a quick look and see how that would look. Okay, so I want to put it on the wall back here. And I'm thinking that'll look pretty cool. Now there is one thing that I do notice about them is that they have these little edges here. And from what I'm seeing, it looks like they all have the same exact design. So they all end like that and start like that. So it's not like a seamless kind of a tile where, the next one that you would put here would match up with this little rock, like to finish it off or something. Instead, they just have this little edge here. And I thought about cutting, against it here, but I don't want like little rocks right next to each other. So when I put the next tile, the edge just like this, I'm just gonna overlap it on top of that so that I don't have like, I'm not gonna put it right next to it right here because then I'll have, double the width of that. So I want it just to separate it by the width of the one edge. So I'll put the next tile leaning up on top of that one. Okay, so let me get started so we can then see what it'll look like all done. All right, so I've gone ahead and removed the decoration and I've cleaned in there a little bit. So now I'm just gonna clean it with a little sponge and dry it. And we can go ahead and try sticking those adhesive tiles on here. I'm just wondering if they are going to stick to that textured paint on there. Kind of worried about that. So if they don't stick, they will go on there. All right, so I've tried sticking the first square up there and it came right off. So I pressed it back on there. What I noticed on the back of the tile when I took it off, it had like little sandy bits from this texture. And I had said that if it doesn't go on there, well, obviously I'm not gonna try to do this any other way. But now I'm thinking that I want to grab the glue gun, you guys, because this is gonna fall off. It's not falling off right now, but, and I spoke too soon. There it is. Look at that. So I said I wasn't gonna try anything else, but now I want to, just because that's very upsetting. So I think I'm gonna go grab my glue gun and try using that. Okay, so I decided I'm gonna start at the bottom. And I've got my hot glue gun here ready. And I'm just gonna put some glue. I'm thinking that not too much because it might melt the vinyl, and then you'll see the little lumps. So I'm just gonna put some on the corners, and hopefully that helps. Okay. And this is sort of centered. And I'm starting at the center because two of them don't fit perfectly on here. And I'd have to cut a little piece, you know, on either this end or this end, and that looks awkward to me. So I decided I'd rather cut two pieces and have this centered. Okay, this is sticking down, but I'm looking at this and now I'm thinking that I need some on the edge here. There we go. Press it down before it becomes a little lump back there. And I mean, if I get tired of it, I believe I can just, you know, pull it off. So I don't want to put like glue all over the place. That's basically what I was thinking, that I don't want to glue it. But, you know, my idea was that if it didn't work, if they didn't stick on there, I just wasn't going to put them on. But I really like them. So just like that, I changed my mind and I said, let's try the glue gun. The glue gun works great. Let's grab another one. All right, so I got another one ready. It just says peel from this corner for whatever reason, but I want to make sure that it is, yeah. So I just want to, you know, use the same line there. Okay, so now I'm going to put this one, and I forgot to put glue, glue before, on there on the corners first. And on the bottom, it's going to align with this one, I hope. Let's do this carefully. Wait, let's move the camera up. Okay. There we go. Stick it right onto the other one. I think what I'm gonna do is put glue on these bottom corners first, and then, you know, this part will stick to the, you know, the other edge of the one below it. And then I can just put glue along the sides here, like before. I'll just glue this down first and stick it to this like that. And then I'll put glue on the other corners on the top and then a little bit on the sides. So this doesn't dry while I'm trying to center all this down here first. So any glue up here will start drying and it'll just be like little bumps. And then, you know, it's not gonna be a nice flat bit, and I want it to be flat. So now I'm just putting some glue on the top edge and just pressing it down, and I'll add a little bit on the sides. There we go. Okay. So yeah, so when I put the piece over here, it'll overlap the edge here, same here, and I'll continue just like I just did all that. So look at how pretty that looks. I'm really liking it. And I'm actually not even minding the little bit here because it's not so big. So if I had butted it up, you know, against it, you know, like that, then it would be double the width and I'd have a wider line. But this way, it's just that one line, and that looks really nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of it. Obviously, I'm gonna cut pieces, and then I'm probably gonna have to trim pieces over here, a little hole. That's for an extension cord. Sometimes we wanna put little lights in here. Yeah, but that's gonna be it. And then we'll be back when it's all done. All right, so here it is. The back has been done. This is 9 pieces now. There's a little more up at the very top, but we're not even gonna see that, so I'm not gonna put that on there. So I said I had 15 of these tiles, and I thought, well, maybe 12, but you know what? I am gonna use a 15, but I guess I'm gonna have to go 1, 2, 3 on this side, and then another 3 on this side. So 6, and then the 9 that are already on there. That's 15. Now I'm not using the pieces, the ends that I've cut off, you know, from here on these, or over here, the little remnants, which are these here, because that's not enough to cover here on the sides. I would still have to cut another piece over here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the whole tiles that I still have. I have 6 of them to trim to fit 3 on this side and then 3 on the other side. It's no big deal because, I mean, these were only $1.25, so that's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna finish this off and be back. All right, so there it is, all finished. I've got the sides done. It's not perfect. I see little gaps here and there, especially in the little corners, but we're not gonna look at that too closely. We're gonna step back and just enjoy how lovely that looks. It's a whole new look. I love how well it blends in with the wood on the bottom, and the white here of the outer part of the faux fireplace looks really good against those little pebbles. I really like it. It just lightens it up in there really nicely. Now, I'm gonna do a quick little arrangement to put inside of there. Of course, that won't be the final decor. I will do that in another video where I put everything together and decorate my whole living room. But let's get to that. All right, so for that arrangement, I'm gonna be using this lovely vase. It's got the colors that I want. And I got this at Ross, look, for $11.99, pretty good. I would have liked this to have been more of a blue, but it's green, and green is in the tones that I'm using. And then I've got this lovely dry floral, some like palm leaves there, and some little grasses. And I've been using these on some of the other arrangements that I made for this beach-inspired decor. So I'm gonna put these in here, super easy. I'm not even gonna put any styrofoam or anything in there. I'm just gonna trim them to size and just stick them right into the vase. So that's gonna be a super easy job. Okay, so I've got these palm leaves, and I'm gonna put them at different heights. So I'm just gonna choose where I want it. I don't want it that high. I'm gonna cut off right about here. Let's twist that. There we go. Put that up front here. Oops. Let's go ahead and get this a little higher like that so you can see the whole thing. I'm gonna have another one a little bit higher. So it would be best to use my wire cutters, but here we go. One at this height. This one's really low, so I'm gonna put it here in the front. Okay, so I'm gonna put these like that. They're gonna move around, of course, but once we get it in the fireplace, we can set them where we want it. Okay, so now I'm gonna put these. I love these, they're beautiful. I love the color. It goes really well with the vase right here. And cut it way down here. So that's what that looks like up close. All right, just gonna put one back here. Of course, once I get it set in there, I can move things around a little bit better. So for now, I'm just gonna stick them in there. Just stick your items in. And then I've got these. They're kind of like a little bamboo type of stem here. You can see that. And this is the stem. That's super high. So I might gonna get a little hidden there in the fireplace, even though it's kind of a tall little space there. Okay, so I'm just gonna add these, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add these little plume feathery ones into the arrangement here as well, and I'm gonna move it over to the area there in the little fireplace so I can show you what that looks like. All right, so there's my little bonus project for this faux fireplace. Like I said, that is not all I intend to have on there. That's why it's kind of off to the side. I mean, if that's what all that would be in there, of course, I'd probably center it a bit. But I do want to put the little logs that I had in there before, stacked there on the bottom. And I have another item that I also purchased that I want to put in there. So again, that'll be in the final video. These items are just tucked in there. That's all it is. It's super easy to do. Just place them where you want. The more you put in there, you know, the tighter everything gets, so they get to hold still. So at the beginning, don't be discouraged if you're adding things into a vase and they're just wobbly. Just keep adding things where you feel like you want them to go. And then once everything starts getting, you know, tight against each other, then you could move things and place them, you know, in the direction that you want them to go. Just play with it. It's super easy. That is the easiest way to make an arrangement. I get tired of it, I can just pull the items out, put something else in that vase if I want. And that's it, everybody. I'm gonna give myself a big old thumbs up, and I hope that you too will give me a big old thumbs up with this simple little makeover of my faux fireplace. Look at that beautiful picture. That picture is actually what has inspired me, you know, for the colors. Of course, that's not a beach scene, but the colors do go with what I'm imagining in my head. And here where I live, I'm driving down to South Padre Island. It's kind of a country road, and you do see little barns, not necessarily like that one, but you do see some houses, some barns, some animals and things like that going down towards the beach. Of course, then it gets very tropical looking as you get to the beach, and your typical, you know, like seaside little town until you cross over to the island. It's awesome. But anyway, that's it, everyone. Leave a kind comment down below and let me know what you think of my little project today. Oh, by the way, these items in the back, the adhesive tiles, I said I used 15. They're $1.25 each, so that was $18.75, so less than 20 bucks, including the taxes, to do that. It's not bad, you know, I like it. So that's all that matters, right? So, you know, obviously maybe you have a different size, you know, and I wouldn't use this on an actual fireplace that you're actually gonna light up. But just to show you that these little tiles can be used to decorate pretty much anything, you guys. All right, so there we go. And if you haven't already subscribed and you like the content of my videos, please subscribe. It's very important that you do subscribe, hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and of course you can share on your social medias. Okay, once you've subscribed, you'll see that little notification bell. That's so that you get notified of all of my videos as soon as I upload them. That's also quite important because, you know, YouTube's not so great at actually notifying you of when somebody uploads a video, especially if you have several subscriptions. So please make sure you do that. I really appreciate it. And as always, enjoy.